Vinsound.com. Vinsound.com. Vinsound.com.
Good afternoon, Jays. I'm Morgan Gable, and today is Monday, February 26, 2024, and I'm joined alongside
Madison Barnes, and we have a great show for you all today.
Starting off, reporter Andrew Howerland will give us an update on the parking changes going up at the new KC Current Stadium.
Then we'll head over to our reporter Dominic Achille to give us a rundown on the sports we've missed over the weekend.
Then after that, we'll head over to some school announcements.
A lot is in store for today's show, so make sure to sit back
And relax.
because this is KLHS.
As the spring season is approaching, the spring sports are just around the corner.
I'm definitely ready for the nicer weather and watching all of the spring sports, especially soccer.
I could not agree more. Now that we're having a new women's soccer field, I'm looking forward to going to all the games.
Same for me, but I heard that the parking prices are going up. Let's head over to Andrew Howerland for more information.
Good afternoon, Jays. Can you imagine paying $68 just to park at school for one day? That's what some of the fans at the new KC Current Stadium are facing. KC Current fans are not happy about the new changes being made about the parking situation at the new stadium right off the riverfront. KC Current announced that parking at the new stadium is limited, but if you're lucky enough to get a spot, it will set you back $68. Many fans are not happy about this new change, however, some fans aren't bothered by it.
Well, obviously the stadium being built and just like the awareness of women around just with sports, that's really good. It brings a lot of like acknowledgement for women and how like accomplished they are. But like with the parking tickets being more expensive than the tickets in general, it just doesn't really make sense, especially when you want people to go to the games. You want to fill the stands to like support the women. But I don't know, it's just like, why do that when you're trying to make awareness for women?
KC Current recently recommended new ways to get to the game. The first way is to use the on-site parking. Season passes are available and single passes will be available at a later date, and those single passes will cost $68. Another way to get to the game is to use the KC streetcar. The streetcar is free and there will be a new extension closer to the stadium coming in a few years. Another great option is to use off-site parking. KC Current recommended parking in nearby parking lots or parking garages and walking to the game. Biking was also a great solution. Riding a bike is a very eco-friendly way to get to the stadium and enjoy the game. You could also ride a bus. Ride KC buses are free and will take you right to the stadium. Ride sharing is also a great way to get right up to the front entrance. Many fans are planning on doing a walking tailgate to the game to make the journey fun. Some are calling KC Current's decision sustainable parking and are encouraging some of these methods. That's all I have for you today, Jays. I'm Andrew Howerland reporting for KLHS.
Thank you, Andrew. With that, let's head over to some school announcements. To start off, tomorrow, February 26th, LHS is having its very own blood drive. This will take place in the Coakley Gym from 7 to 1 p.m. The Community Blood Center provides blood to more than 60 hospitals around the KC area. Sadly, a couple weeks ago, our city experienced a senseless act of violence, and the community blood bank needs some more blood to help. When donating, you are saving 3 lives, so make sure to sign up and save someone's life. Moving on, as this prom season is approaching, the hunt is on to find the perfect dress. Luckily, LHS has you. First Baptist Church of Grandview is hosting a giveaway that includes free prom dresses in all sizes and jewelry and shoes at no cost. All of it is free. It opens on March 2nd. Head over to our Instagram at KLHS_Js to see more details about all the dates and times you can pick from, and no appointment is needed.
Next up, if you're craving canes and want to help support our school, then listen up. The LHS Color Guard is having a fundraiser February 28th from 5 to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is mention this fundraiser to the front register, and Canes will donate a 15% of the sale back to the Color Guard. And finally, for our last announcement of today, our cafeteria wants your input and help to help make your lunch experience the best. Our lunch ladies work really hard every day to bring you the best experience and are asking for your feedback by scanning the QR code that you will be sent is a short survey where you can fill it out and give your opinion.
That's all the announcements we have for today.
With that, let's head over to a quick commercial break.
Over the weekend, there was a couple of teams that took on state.
That is correct, the men's and women's wrestling and the Sapphires.
Wow, both I heard did great and may even took home the state win. Let's head over to reporter Dominic with more.
Thank you, Morgan and Maddie. The men's wrestling team is once again your Class 4 state champions for the 5th straight year in a row. The Jays had 4 individual state champions, including Hunter Taylor, Gavin Linsman, Peyton Westfall, and Isaiah Hung. On the women's side, the Lady Jays placed 4th at state. They did have 1 individual state champion, which was Sandy Breeden, who won in sudden victory. Also, congrats to Lily, Jaden, and Julie Breeden for all medaling in their respective weight classes. The men's and women's team battled all winter as their hard work definitely showed at state. Now moving on to basketball, the women's team will be taking on the number 3 seeded Park Hill South Panthers. This Wednesday, the Lady Jays placed 6th in their district with a record of 12-13. The Panthers beat the Jays in both their matchups this season, so let's see if the Lady Jays can pull off the upset. On the men's side, the Jays will be taking on the number 5 seeded Park Hill Trojans this Thursday. The men's team placed 4th in their district with a record of 15-10. The Jays destroyed the Trojans in their first matchup but fell by 1 point in a thriller on February 6. As long as the Jays can stay tough on defense, we'll see them in the second round of districts. Also, congrats to the Sapphires for winning their 5th straight state title. Tune in tomorrow for more coverage on the Sapphires. Today marks the beginning of the spring sports season. Baseball, men's golf, men's tennis, and women's soccer will be holding their first day of tryouts, as well as track and field will have their first day of practice on this beautiful day. That is all the sports coverage I have for the day. Let's send it to a commercial break.
Thank you, Dominic, and good luck to all trying out for spring sports.
I could not agree more. With that, our show is now coming to an end, so please stand up for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Make sure to follow all of our social medias at KLHS_Js for more updates on everything LHS. A big thank you to all of our viewers who tuned in, and another thanks to our behind-the-scenes crew who made this show possible.
Don't forget to tune in to our shows daily at 1:29. Until next time, this has been Madison Barnes
and Morgan Gable.
Have a marvelous Monday, Jays.